Papers, Gaynor again, and it's my birthday, and you know what, everyone's saying go out, have fun, blah blah blah. Well, this is what gives me fun and joy. We've just been out for a meal, me and my husband, and I come back because I want to do you a card. I did show this one, I think it was earlier this morning. Yeah, I love the type of card, but I wasn't happy with what I'd done, so we're not doing that one. And I realised all the cards that we have, there's no DSP with Elegant Eggplant in, so I couldn't use any, so there goes that one down the Swanee. So I've changed my colours, and we're going to use a kissing technique, it's called. Do you see an image inside the flower? See it there, and you can see it even here more clearly. But look at this beautiful card. Isn't that sweet? Well, it's amazing what a change of colour can do, and a little tiny bit of designer series paper. And it says on the front, thank you so very much. Just a note. I think it more often than I say it, but I just want to make sure you know it. I love you. And it's a beautiful card, and it fits in a normal size envelope, but it's really heavy, so it's maybe gonna cost you a little bit extra in postage and packaging. But look at all these lovely layers we've got. Beautiful. So I'm going to show you how to make this. I've cut my layers. I'm a Whisper White already. I will give you the measurements, but I'm going to show you how to get your two pieces that you need out of one piece of designer series paper. So I'm going to fetch in my trimmer, and I'm using the same colours. I'm using this beautiful Soft Sky. I'm going to take this to 5.5. And you need a piece that is 2 3/4, and that piece is 2 3/4. Bang on, look at that, 2 3/4. And we're going to take this, and we need this at 4 1/4. So instead of thinking, oh, it's not 4 1/4, just turn your card, and there's your perfect piece that you need as well. And you've got spares. So I pop that in my little scraps bag. So now we need to cut this down a fraction. I need a fraction. We need this to be 11.5. That is how much you're going to cut off. That's it. You're going to move your cutting blade. I'm going to take this to 1/4 inch, and we're going to score. Then you're going to take it out and turn it over, and then we're going to score at 3 3/4. And a 7 1/4. Then we're going to take this back out. Where your little fold is, the little crease there, you're going to pop this in at 1/2 inch. Making sure it's all perfectly straight. You know you're at 1/2 inch when you're on 5. And you're going to take your cutting blade, and you're going to cut down to the last score line. Look at that, perfect. See? Right on that score line. And now we're just going to trim that off. You could have hand cut it all the way if you wanted, but I find the trimmer, I can't cut in a straight line to save my life. So you don't need that bit. Discard. And now you can put your trimmer away. How sweet. And now you're going to fold and burnish your score lines. This piece gets folded on here. Now I'm going to take your little piece, and we're going to adhere this inside there. So this is on the back. Yeah, this is no, that's right, that's right. I was right. So I'm just using this little 1/8 tape. Very strong. You could, well, I wouldn't use fast fuse because it would be too wide. Basically pop that on the end as close as you can. Take this all the way down. Oops. as close to the edge as you can. That wasn't very close, was it? Bought myself some new scissors today. They're really long because I can't do straight lines. £1.50 from Hobbycraft. I thought I'd give them a go. I've seen them up to the price, stupid amounts of prices. Some people want to charge. I think that goes that way actually. That's right. No, I can't. No, I'm right in the first place. I was right, because it needs to fold in this way. That's right. You won't see it in the inside because we're going to cover it up with our layers anyway, so let me just check now. I don't want to be sticking it down. If I stick it in the inside, you're going to see it on the front. So, right, that's right. So open up that. Pop this in as close as you can to the very bottom and as close to that score line as possible. And because I taped this card, you know it's perfect. Perfect, because that's going to fold in now and you won't see it. Now we're going to take off this little piece here. I'm going to use my little scissors for that. I'm just going to, you're going to take it all the way to the back end of the score line and snip off the score line. Neaten that up a little bit because this is going to be the edge of your card. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's good. See, I can see it. It's going to do my head in, so I'm going to snip from this side. There we go, perfect. Now you can't see it at all. Yay! I'm getting there, Oops. Can't pick my bits up. So now I'm going to fetch in the other layer. Now that is your card. Absolutely beautiful. But there's no point in being like that because you'd never see it. There goes my phone. So that's your card base. Now you're going to need, I'm going to tell you your layers first. The first one is 5 1/4 by 4. These two you're going to need at 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. And these two you're going to need at 4 by 2 1/2. Then your layer, then your Whisper White is 5 by 3 3/4. And then these are 4 1/2 by 3. Whoops, I'm dropping my bits. And then these two pieces are 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. Just 1/4 of an inch smaller all round to give you borders. And if you don't want layers, just do your Whisper White in your layer sizes, and then it's less bulky. And I've chosen this. It's from the Sew in Love, and it's gold one side. Actually, that might go. Actually, that's so perfect. But no, I wasn't sure. These are for these two pieces. These are like 3 by 2 1/8, so they fit across the cardstock. Perfect. And you can have them both here, or you can have, I picked 2 designs. You could have one here and one here. On the other one I used this one, but I edit the lines so they run that way. But I'm not wasting none, and you can use these on another one. So I'm going to use those 2 pieces. I'm going to attach all the crumb cake now while I'm here, so I'm less cards to faff around with. I'm just going to use a little bit of fast fuse. And we're going to get our layers put in, and then we can pop them to one side, concentrate on the Whisper White. So let me pop those to there. Let's just add some fast fuse. Had a marvellous day, absolute marvellous day. But loads of gifts and money. And loads of cards, absolutely loads. So let's pop these on the front. I've had over 50 cards, and that's off you all, you wonderful ladies out there as well. The only bit on this you're going to see, it's just those two little bits there, but don't worry about those. I can add these now. You can choose any colours you want. You can go a little bit darker, but I think Crumb Cake and Soft Sky really do blend together, especially where I'm using the timeless textures as well. I think that's why I got a bit stuck with the Elegant Eggplant. I just too bland, trying to add too many images, and it just didn't turn out how I wanted it. But don't worry about that, I can always recycle. I'm going to pop that out the way. You could do this at the end, but then you'd be sitting there watching me just doing layer after layer after layer after layer after layer. So that's it. That's it. And that is it. Perfect. So there's the makings of your card. Pop that to one side. I'm going to add my designer series paper to my two sections so I can decide whether I want them this way or this way, or whether I want it in the middle or at the top or at the bottom. So I'm going to have one at the bottom, oh, I didn't do that very well. I can trim off. Perfect. So I know to stamp in this area, and then this one I'm having in the middle. So I've got a good gap either side. And I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to have it this way. So that's our two pieces. We're going to fetch in now my crumb cake. I'm going to do some of this backgrounding. And I'm using a bit of scrap. And I'm going to use these grid lines. I think they're sweet. Stamp off. Stamp. Stamp. They don't have to be straight. They can be willy-nilly, wherever you want them. No rhyme, no reason. And a large piece then. I didn't do the stamp. I'm leaving the centre. I'm going to use that up. I'm going to be fetching that back shortly. I'm just going to open my card. So I'm using my Soft Sky now with the little fleur-de-lis. And again, I'm going to stamp and stamp off. Just add this beautiful, gentle, subtle pattern on my card. And there's just no rhyme or reason. No right way, no wrong way. I did leave a couple of these full strength, but oops, a daisy. Oh, it's a part of the pattern. It's just a part of the pattern. I'm gonna do this full strength, I think. Very pretty pattern. Beautiful. And I only want a little bit on here. I'm going to go back to the tail now, because this is my front piece. Perfect. So that's that stamping. I'm going to need my paper. And now we're going to do this thing called a kissing technique. Absolutely wonderful it is. So you're going to take your 2 stamps. I'm using Pool Party. And I'm going to stamp off. Then with this beautiful pattern from the same set out of Flourishing Phrases, I am using Marina Mist. I'm going to stamp off and then stamp on my stamp, and then I'm going to pop one of these beautiful flowers right up here in this top corner. And you can see this kissing technique where the 2 stamps have come together. I'm going to do one full strength and show you that now. So keep that full strength. Oh no, yeah, keep that full strength. Keep this full strength and stamp together. You can see the pattern on there. And we're going to go full strength. Look how pretty that is with that pattern in there. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm leaving that as it is because I am going to be adding, let's see if that will work on, second stamp, just to give it, look how pretty that is. And you can still see where it's kissed the pattern. So now I'm going to stamp and stamp off. This one I'm going to stamp. I'm going to stamp this full strength on this one. And I'm going to fetch this beautiful, beautiful. This is my front piece. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So now on this one, I'm going full strength again with both. And this one is going on this piece. Once at the top and then second generation down the bottom. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely love this. And I'm just going to do a little one, stamp off, because I'm only using half the stamp. I'm going to go once there and once there. And again, I've got that same pattern on that bottom piece. I'm pressing down too hard, that's what it is. And it's all around the outside of my stamp. And that's it. I'm not going to do any flowers on there or on there no more, because I'm going to pop them to one side. Close these up for a moment. And now we're going to start adding these to our card. Our writing will come in last. I'll stamp in with our beautiful words. I'm going to pop that one at the top. Oops. There we go. Isn't that wonderful? This piece is going on here. And this one is, first of all, I'm going to fetch my Marina Mist back in. And I'm going to stamp my beautiful words on here. This is the front of the card. And this says, thank you so very much. Isn't that pretty? I forgot what I said. Oh, just a note. I'm going to pop that on this one. Just down here. Perfect. I'm going to stick these in my card now. Whoops. I just knocked something off. I'm going to try and spread my sentiments out a little bit more. And I'm going to pop this one in. Absolutely beautiful. So now we've got thank you so very much, just a note, and in here I'm going to have that. I think it more often than I say it, but I just want you to make sure that you knew it. And then I'm going to have my I love you in there. Beautiful. So I've got some little scraps here, and I think that's wide enough. Yep. And I'm not going to do the brown on this one. Perfect. I'm going to put it through there actually. So I'm going to cut this down. Just take a little slither off this side. And then I'm going to take another little piece. I've got this tiny little piece that I shaved off from earlier. So we don't throw anything away. We certainly don't. And this one just says, oh, I've ruined that one. Turn it over. I'm not satisfied with that. I am going to cut this in half. Not very good straight cut, but oh, yuck, it's done it again. I'm going to turn out. I'm going to be determined to get this right. I've just pushed it off. OMG. It's not going my way. Right, last chance. I got last piece of scrap. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? I'm jinxed. Yay, I finally done it. Right, get the ink away. Oh wow, how long did that take? So I'm just gonna snip this out and try and flag the end a little bit. Little scissors before I chop my hand off. There we go. And I'm going to add 2 little dimensionals. And I'm going to pop that right. Oh, I'm forgetting my linen thread. My thread here. I'm going to cut this about the same size. Perfect. And I'm going to flag the end. Oh, am I brave? Chop my bloody finger off in a minute. Yay! Add some fast views. This helps this stick down great. And then I'm going to pop this just here. Yay! I was going to add a bit more ribbon, if I may. Just on. I'm going to straighten that end first. I'm only adding it to this one. And the last one I added it to the tree, so I've got 30 bits stuck to my finger. You can always use that with double-sided tape as well. That works wonderful. And I'm just going to pop this in between here. Give it some texture. Leave those, get rid of those frayed edges. And that's me done. I'm going to add a couple of rhinestones and just check the time. And we're getting close to the wire on this one, girls and boys. I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and give me a thumbs up and a share. Especially as it's my birthday. And don't forget to press the subscription button and the little bell straight after. That way you won't miss out on any future video. So I'm just going to add a couple of these. Get my wonderful husband then. He's going to make me a nice cup of coffee. It's so good to me. Very bulky, but a very worthwhile card, especially if you're sending it to a loved one. You can use this card fold with any pattern paper or any designs. Use this kissing technique if you want. And this is a fun Panel Z fold card using a kissing technique. So I hope you like it. I prefer this one to the first one, which was in the Elegant Eggplant. So there's the one we've just made. This is the one I made earlier. I didn't have much of a caption. I left it all there, basically, there. So we spread this one out a bit. Thank you so very much. Just a note to think it more often. I think it more often than I say it. Than I say it. I just want you to make sure you know it. I love you. And what a beautiful choice of card colours. Absolutely stunning. So, thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.